Welcome back. Today we are going to be building Doctor Strange out of the new Doctor Strange pack. There's a whole bunch of new models for Doctor Strange and all his buddies in Marvel Crisis Protocol. So let's get this out and the instructions. We'll not get the cards out yet. Okay, so first things first, let's get to the Doctor Strange section. I like this Doctor Strange costume a lot. I also like the Clea that's in here, so we'll be building her, don't worry. It'll probably be next week. Some people have problems building Marvel Crisis Protocol models. I haven't really. But now that I've said that, I probably will. So we'll kind of see what we get into. A couple sprues here for him. Okay, I think that's all his sprues right now. So we'll get all these and put them aside. And let's get started. The main problem that people have with Marvel Crisis Protocol, building it anyway, like if they get the starter set, is finding the cars. Which I don't really understand. I don't know why you would get a box for a game and then not go through the whole thing. But they're underneath the cardboard that's in there. There's like a brown cardboard box in there. The car sprues are underneath that. So, just when you get stuff, open it all the way. One thing about Marvel models, these Marvel models, is that there are a lot of pieces and there's a lot of weird castings in different areas for things, and then what that does is it makes a lot of pieces, and some of them are a little bit confusing at how to get to, especially when it comes to the bases. A lot recently they've been doing these really dynamic poses, and like you've seen my video for Wanda, like just because you can put it on a really thin piece of plastic doesn't mean you should. So I think they're definitely kind of going for it, which I like this game. I like that they're doing stuff, but maybe tone down the bases a little bit, especially since not everyone wants to fight on the street, because all the bases that come with these are like city street bases. Also, fun fact, these little pieces right here, so it's like a bottle, it's like scatter terrain that they provide on all the sprues. So there's like a bottle here, a cup here, and then on the other ones they have like more cups and stuff like that you can put stuff on. That's a neat little extra that they do for you. This guy definitely looks a lot easier to put together than the last Doctor Strange that we did. Is, if you remember, he was in that big ring, and then that thing was a pain to get him to glue onto. Also, their nubs, they pop off their sprues really easy, but they leave a pretty big mess on some of this stuff. So you kind of have to pay extra attention with these. The thing about this model is, like, if you like painting, right, they're all heroes, right? So your painting can really be, you can really go crazy with the painting on these guys. Which way is this hand? It goes like this. What the freaking hell? Okay, it goes like, the hand's like this. Does it go like this? Excuse me, I'm just kind of trying to finagle where this hand goes. What does the picture look like? Jesus. Does it go like this? I think it goes like this. You can kind of see a slot on this it goes right in here and goes on top of there. See, so like that's like a really weird join. Okay, let me get B5. Sometimes you get options in these kits, like to do, like for Wolverine we had with his mask, without his mask. There's lots of different head styles for some people. that you could do. But mostly there's not a lot of customization, so you just kind of do it how it says to build it. And plastic glue does work on these guys, so I recommend using it. Just gotta be careful holding it now. And then for this guy, I am probably going to leave the cape separate and but this goes in here. Nah, I can probably paint it all as one, but I'll definitely not glue him on his base yet, just because it's, you can see right here, it's pretty, oh no, you can't see. Well, you'll see it when we build it. It's pretty detailed. So yeah, let's clip off this leg. This plastic is a lot harder plastic than Games Workshop plastic, which maybe helps it cut easier. Don't want to file away too much. We hold there. Finding a place to hold sometimes is not the easiest thing. Yeah. Dropping it on the floor, however, is very easy. There's one. Oop. And then C13, which is probably on here. Yeah. The other sprue that he had. It's cool though, he has this little, last time we had to drill a hole in there, we'll be able to grab onto this to paint him pretty easy. Put that there. Take this. Just make sure it slides into where it's supposed to. The heck? Bear with me for a second. I'm trying to get this thing on here. I don't know if these little thingies are supposed to be, yeah, they're supposed to be on there. Having trouble slotting in here. Is there like another piece like that somewhere? Trying to find out where this goes, like this. Let me look at this. Yeah, it does kind of go in between the piece there. It's one thing, they don't give you a lot of good images of it, so you're just kind of like, is this what it does? So it looks like it goes right here. And that's what we'll go with. We'll just line up this piece here. Let me just get some more glue. It's kind of peeling away here. We don't really want it to peel away. That. And then thankfully it's a little messy back there, but the cape will cover. Oop, shit. That's one thing you have to be careful with when you use that glue. It just kind of, like I said, it melts the plastic, so we'll set him here just while let that set up for a bit. And then we'll skip while this guy kind of hardens up, and we'll go to the base bits right here, these guys. Let me see. That's one thing too, is that back in the day, their sprues weren't, well, their sprues were numbered, but the instructions weren't numbered. So you had to kind of figure it out. This looks like this goes here. B11, B10. Yeah, these instructions are a little bit more like matter of fact than, say, Games Workshop with is more like very step by step and teaches you how to put it together, versus this one is kind of like, hey, you know how to put together models, put this together, which is a little unfortunate, but B9. Put it here. And then C14 when it get, because it has the middle piece. I don't want to put that in last because it'll probably be hard to lock it into place. That's why I went this way. So get it here, and then I can always, so need to put that there, and then we get the last one, which is right here. Okay, let me put this here. Put that in. Come on. There we go. Woo! We did it. So now you can see it's like a little cosmos kind of deal going on in there. And then this is the other part of the base. Just looked over at Dr. Strange for a second to make sure that he is good. Because sometimes, you know, as the stuff sets in, you can start seeing it peel apart and stuff. So you just want to make sure that it's not. There we go. We are in. Are we? I feel like it should be down more. It should be like this. Trying to figure out. This is hard to line up in here. Remember when I was talking shit about people don't know how to use these models? Well, here you go. It looks like it should lock in down here. There are 2 holes in here. One of them is for something. Well, I can just kind of lock that. Wait, where's he go? He locks in in a certain spot too though, so we can look for that to find the wedge where he goes, which is not anywhere that I can see immediately. So that's not great. Come here, come out, come out. I feel like I should go like this because the flat end is right there. And his foot can go in there. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like this. It makes sense because of the flat end, but it looks like that most of the, I thought that most of the short end was up top, but it's not. It's right like this. And that makes sense. And then we get our little orby orb. And we put it into here, to this bottom hole. Oop. And it goes this way. Get our little like that. Maybe rotate it a little bit more so that Dr. Strange can fit in here better. This should be dry enough now to where I can see how he goes in here. He'll be fine. Okay, cool. Okay. Then we take our base. He's on a bigger base. I think his other one's on a big base too. We get our super glue. Again, like when we do his, and when we glue him to the thing too, it'll also be super glued in here. His foot will be super glued into this model base because, oops. Otherwise, it's just gonna flop everywhere. Let's drop some glue in the edges here. Okay, so there's that, and then now we can finish building Dr. Strange out with his cape. Those edges cleared off really nice, so we don't have to worry about them. The cape will slot in here. So we can kind of slide him up and put the cape in there where it's supposed to go. Eventually. Is it supposed to hang off? Yeah, there's supposed to be a gap. Okay. There is supposed to be a gap. Oh God, come on. Let's this. Get some glue on the cape so it purchases better to his body. You can see that when it's flush fit with his arms. So you can see like right there it's flush, and then here on the back it matches up with his arm. Oh God, don't glue to my hand. So this might be one area where we might need to use super glue and accelerant. Or not, it'll just be there. Okay, let that go. And then we need the collar here. I wonder if they'll add some what if characters into this game. Probably not. They're not really going the movie route or the TV show routes. They're just going more comic booky route, which I appreciate. But, you know, there's some characters I'd like to see. I'd like to see Captain Carter. That would be pretty cool. I'll make my wife play. She'll be like, I want to play Captain Carter. There's that. And then we need his head. We dropped it. And let's put some glue on there and there. He's got a little slot for the back of his head here, and the back of the collar. So there we go. And that is Doctor Strange, our Sorcerer Supreme. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.